Hello everyone, you're watching PhysioClassroom channel, and in this new series of educational videos, we will be covering the practical demonstration of variety of lymphatic treatment techniques. This can be utilized by the physiotherapist in their rehabilitation protocol to treat variety of clinical conditions. In this first video of lymphatic treatment series, we will be covering the three important lymphatic treatment techniques that can be utilized by the physiotherapist to treat Bell's palsy patients. Now, as we all know that the lymphatic system is an integral part of the vascular as well as the immune system of the body, and therefore it is very important to keep this lymphatic system working properly in variety of inflammatory and infectious conditions. Lymphatic system acts like a drainage system by helping in the transport of the excess extracellular or interstitial fluid into the main bloodstream as lymph fluid. Now it also helps as the first line of defense by helping in the transport of the lymphocytes as well as the antibodies to the target region, and thereby helping the body to fight infections and inflammatory conditions. So keeping this in mind, let's start with the practical demonstration of three important lymphatic treatment techniques that can help in significantly bringing down the inflammation in the facial nerve and thereby accelerating the recovery and promoting complete healing. Now, the first technique that we are going to demonstrate is known as the cervical chain drainage technique. For this, the patient is made to lie down in supine position and the therapist sits at the head end of the patient at one side. The position of the therapist is such that the side that which we are going to treat lies contralateral to the side the therapist is sitting. So for treating on the left side, the therapist is sitting on the right side of the patient, and now with the cephalad hand, the therapist is going to stabilize the forehead of the patient and is going to turn the head and neck of the patient towards the right side. Now this position exposes the patient's sternocleidomastoid muscle. Now with the palmar aspect of the fingers of the corded hand, the therapist makes broad contact with the anterior part of the sternocleidomastoid muscle just inferior to the angle of the jaw. Now from here, the therapist starts rolling the finger pads over the sternocleidomastoid muscle in a milking fashion from the posterior superior lateral direction to the anterior inferior medial direction, that is from the cephalad to corded direction. Now gradually with this motion, the therapist needs to cover the whole length of the sternocleidomastoid muscle. So gradually we are going to shift the fingers down and again perform this milking motion over the sternal portion of the sternocleidomastoid muscle. The same movement can also be performed in an effleurage manner in which the fingers are going to slide over the skin of the anterior part of the neck, and we can perform the same anterior cervical chain drainage technique using the effleurage method also. Now again in the same manner, the therapist next covers the posterior part of the sternocleidomastoid muscle, which is the clavicular head, and again performs the milking motion either by sliding the skin over the SCM muscle or by performing the effleurage movement. Again, the whole length of the muscle is covered utilizing this technique. So treat both the anterior and posterior chain for around 1 to 2 minutes each. Now the second lymphatic treatment technique that we are going to demonstrate is known as the mandibular drainage technique. Now for this also, the patient position remains supine lying and the cephalad hand of the therapist again stabilizes the forehead of the patient, and the side that needs to be treated is turned towards the therapist. Now from here, the fingertips of the middle ring and little finger comes in contact with the posterior part of the ramus of the mandible, and the hypothenar eminence comes in contact with the body of the mandible. From here, the patient is asked to slightly open the jaw or keep the mouth slightly open, and next the therapist applies little pressure in the downward direction and then distracts the temporomandibular joint towards the midline, and this motion is repeated in a rhythmic manner for around 1 to 2 minutes. Now the third and the last technique that we are going to demonstrate in this video is known as the auricular drainage technique. Again, the patient position remains the same, that is the supine lying position, and the therapist is sitting on the side opposite to that which needs to be treated. Now for this, the stabilization remains a little different, which is the therapist's cephalad hand wraps around the posterior part of the head and stabilizes it in this manner so as to slightly raise the head and neck region. This helps in the facilitation of the lymphatic drainage from the auricular lymphatics. Now from here, the therapist makes a V shape with the corded hand in this manner and then places it flat over the side of the head so that the ear is positioned between the middle and the ring finger. Now from here, the therapist applies little pressure in the downward direction and then moves the skin and the fascia of the scalp over the surface of the bone in the clockwise direction and the anti-clockwise direction. Both motions can be performed for 1 minute each. The technique helps in the drainage of the auricular lymphatics, thereby reducing the inflammation around the facial nerve and accelerating the healing process. So this was all about the 3 important lymphatic treatment techniques that I wanted to share with you all. Do try these with your Bell's palsy patients and help them recover faster and in a better manner. See you all in our next video. Till then, keep learning, keep sharing, and stay connected.